Kick today's news off with UFC 299's location confirmed for the O'Malley vs. Vera 2 fight. During a recent fan Q&A on Instagram, UFC President Dana White revealed that O'Malley vs. Vera 2 will take place on March 9th at UFC 299 in Miami, where O'Malley will put the bantamweight title on the line against the only man to have beaten him.
Next year, we posted the stare down with Chito Vera and Sean O'Malley yesterday, and in like 24 hours it did like 8 million views on my social media, so you can imagine how big that fight's going to be in Miami.
Come on. Yeah, Sean, let's go.
Yeah!
Yeah, buddy. Let's go. On you. Come on. 3, 2, 1. Push!
Marlon Vera slams Sean O'Malley for a failed drug test. With O'Malley's positive test result leading to a cancelled first fight with Chito at UFC 229, it's no surprise that Vera hasn't let it leave his memory. Vera then went on to deliver the only defeat in O'Malley's UFC career at UFC 252, delivered via vicious elbow strikes. Now, speaking with Michael Bisping on the BYM podcast, Vera reminded everyone listening of O'Malley's positive test for PEDs and slammed his rival as being a cheater.
I mean, if we're already doing something that is really bad for our health in fighting, might as well live our lives the best we can. And I just read a lot about health and like how to get better, what type of foods. I mean, that's what I really dislike and would like to punch cheaters in the face, because I mean, you can do it the right way if you live your life right. I mean, if you're looking for like easier ways or like shortcuts, you won't make it. I mean, talking about that, this guy already tested positive before. I mean, it was an accident. I don't know.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Yeah, he did. That's why our first fight got canceled. He tested positive a few times. And you know, now they call it micro, it's a little thing, but that little thing could be because you were cleaning yourself or because you're an idiot that you don't know how to read the ingredients or you don't ask your side about it, but that's just another topic.
Henry Cejudo gets honest on the Ian Garry drama. Cejudo has just joined a list of fighters who've been critical of Ian Garry's marriage with his wife, Layla. Ian Garry has been on the receiving end of some flack online after it was discovered that his wife made a book titled How to Be a Wag. This has led some to believe that Garry's wife is only with him for the notoriety and money. In a video posted to his YouTube channel, Cejudo shared his honest take on the drama and said that he's worried for Ian, who's only 26, and that this situation might make his fighting career go down the drain.
This sounds terrible. Ian Garry Machado, I'm sorry I have to do this to you, man, but what the is going on, dude? Is this something that Ian Garry and his wife are actually plotting? Because if it is, you know what? That wag is getting a lot of attention. That book could become a bestseller because she was able to get a younger, up-and-coming, undefeated Irishman, and she was able to make him a Machado. She was able to give her Portuguese last name, her Brazilian last name, Machado. The problem is with a guy like Ian Garry is you're in the fight game, man. You're literally in the fight game, Ian. And if you're not careful, if you're not thick skin, if you're not titanium, you're gonna eventually, your career could go down because psychologically your mind's not there. There goes that 26-year-old kid who had those lofty dreams of becoming the reincarnation of Conor McGregor. And now all that, because of love, goes down the drain.
Kevin Holland reacts to MVP fight rumors. There's plenty of speculation regarding the UFC signing Michael Venom Page as fans recently spotted an interesting matchup against Kevin Holland on Dana White's fight board for UFC 297. However exciting, Holland has just released a video saying that he hasn't been offered a fight just yet, but if he gets the call, he'll take it.
Look, y'all want me to fight or drop memes? You can't have both. I haven't been offered any fights. That's what I'm going about. That's why everybody keeps hitting me up like, yo, Kev, you're fighting. I haven't been offered any fights, like, whatsoever. So it's like, but I'm too hood for my own good. They already know what the f I'm gonna say.
Holland also took some shots at Ian Garry and his wife.
Shout out to all the wags out there. It's been another good episode on Realize, Recognize, Wag-tastic.
followed up with this clip. Dana White teases a massive UFC super fight not involving Conor McGregor. During a recent appearance on the Full Send podcast, Dana White said there's a super fight that just popped up a few days ago, and it does not involve Conor McGregor.
Is there any other like super fights that you could see happening over the next like 2 years or year?
There is. We're talking about one right now, actually, that just popped up a few days ago. So I can't talk about it, but you know, till we get a.
Is it involved McGregor at all?
Well, every fight that you would consider a super fight would involve McGregor, but this one isn't, no.
Dana also said that Conor will 100% fight next year, but is not sure whether it's going to be against Michael Chandler.
Conor, does he fight next year, you think?
100% fights next year.
And is it still versus Chandler, or is it still, or it could be anyone now?
We'll see. I mean, we'll see the timing of when it goes down. The good thing for guys like Chandler, and you know, there's a lot of talk about fighter pay and all that other shit. You don't see these guys hurrying up the fight. John Jones takes off in years. Chandler can hang out and wait for Conor. You know what I mean? I mean, when you think about Chandler, Chandler was fighting in Bellator, right? Now Chandler can just sit around and take his time and, you know, wait for Conor however long it takes. And, you know, so these guys are all in good positions where they can wait for the right time, the right fight.
Ian Garry reflects on a near fight with Khamzat Chimaev in an elevator. In a recent interview with MMA On Point, Ian Garry shed some light on a previous run-in with Khamzat Chimaev. The two were slated to fight at UFC 273 in April against different opponents and ran into each other during fight week. Retelling the story, Garry noted that he was with his wife at the time. He said, "I'll tell you a funny story about Khamzat. We got in the elevator and me and my wife, we were standing there. Press the button, door is open. Khamzat and his miss are there. I'd love to have a fight here. I'd love to just swing hands with Khamzat in the middle of an elevator. The stories would have been cool." My missus is looking at me with eyes popped out of her skull and she's like, "Do it, have a fight with him." In my head, I'm thinking my teammate's about to fight him tomorrow. I'm not ruining that. There's fucking women in here. Me and him are gonna go to the death if we fight in an elevator. We step out the lift and my wife just looks at me and goes, "You're a pussy." Here are today's top 3 memes. Third place was found over Facebook and was posted by a user named Artem. Second place meme was found over Instagram and was posted by a user named Derek. And the top pick was found over X and was posted by a user named Dovey. Thanks for watching. If you like the content, smash that like button and don't forget to subscribe to stay in the talk.